We're talking about the case study, Transparency in the Midst of a Budget Reduction, Westside Community Schools. This is in Chapter 7, Crisis Communication. First, we will be talking about the situation. Westside Community Schools, a small urban district in Omaha, Nebraska with around 6,100 students, faced a $5 million budget shortfall for the 2016 school year. To address this, administrators proposed nearly $4 million in cuts, which included eliminating programs like elementary foreign language classes in favor of software, ending enrichment summer school, and scrapping a senior research project. Also eliminating transportation for some students, and several educating positions were slated for elimination. This made parents and students worry that elimination of those positions could be severely detrimental to the program in the school. Next, we will be talking about the research that they found about the budget cuts. In previous years, to manage the budget of the Westside Community Schools, the district would balance its budget by negotiating vendor contracts. So, cutting non-salary spending, drawing from cash reserves, eliminating central office positions, and also cutting employees overtime, while reducing substitute teacher costs. So when it came to a plan, they wanted to research strategies. And so district shared objectives with staff and parents and community members to seek input. Superintendent conducted meetings with staff to discuss funding challenges, and they found that this qualitative research showed that the staff wanted to eliminate elementary foreign language programs, the senior project, and reduce infrastructure costs like printing and transportation. When it came to the crisis communication, they wanted to implement a campaign that aimed to educate stakeholders about the district's financial challenges and involve them in budget reduction decision-making. And so, to create ample opportunities for public dialogue. The district wanted to engage parents and other community members in a two-way conversation to solicit input and to make final budget decision based on the feedback. When it came to action planning, the district set out the plan to provide timely information to its stakeholders group, specifically internal stakeholders, in a timely manner, out of necessity. And so decisions about any budget reductions needed to happen by late March, early April. And so the district's communication focused on two key objectives. By February 26th, the district leadership would increase awareness among stakeholders about the funding challenges. And by March 2016, the district would expand opportunities to community members to provide feedback on those proposed budget cuts. So they wanted to communicate in the different ways that they did. And so with that, we have the announcement of budget reductions. So the budget reductions were announced in February 2016 by the superintendent, finance director, chief financial officer, and communications director. And so they wanted to get that media engagement by partnering with the Omaha World Herald newspaper for an embargoed story on the budget. And so with that, they also collaborated with local television stations, for example, the KETV and also the WOWT in the following weeks. And so they also did the student involvement. And so they had the high school journalists from the Land Student newspaper and Westside Wired Online to contribute to that coverage of the budget reductions. With that, we also do have the leadership communication, and so the superintendent gathered the district's leadership team to inform them about the proposed budget reductions, and the administrators met with the affected employees. Also, they did public meetings. The Westside administration presented the proposed cuts to the Board of Education at a subsequent public meeting that informed them of what was going on. So next, we do have the evaluation. So this management of this crisis was measured in several ways. And so they conducted a communication survey with district parents, which they found that when asked about open-ended questions about the biggest challenges facing the school district, they found that 37% of parents who responded to the questions used words such as budget cuts, financial concerns, funding resources, and money as a part of their answer. This was compared to 11% of the parents who answered the same open-ended question in 2015. They also found that their message resonated with the parents. The results of adding public forums and forums with the community about the discussing budget reductions help the district decide what to cut as a result of feedback from staff, parents, and community members. These are the resources I used. Thank you so much.